Oh my gosh.
Welcome to Disaster Party Podcast. As always, this is Rob Cedeno.
Oh, whoa, daddy, it's your boy Andy Vivians. That's Bivans, the one true whoa, daddy of Vivians INC.
So, for those who don't know, this is our weekly news roundup where we find things on the internet that we find are interesting and we share it with you.
Shit.
This week, I'm going to say, is a little bit of a light news week, but
Really?
doesn't mean that we cannot just talk.
I like
Andy,
talking.
Andy, how has your week been?
My week,
How's life treating you?
life, my week, my life. That's so many different topics and so many different conversations. I don't know where to start. That's okay. If you guys see me fidgeting around right now, and I'm looking like I'm looking for my life right now, I was. I spilled my blue drink all over the table, so I had to find a way to clean it up. Other than that, that kind of sums up life, just trying to figure out where to go next, what to do next. Uh, Work is interesting, to say the least. But no, it's been a good week. Just still training every day, literally every day, and working every day. But other than that, life's good.
Nice.
How are you?
Huh. I feel like I always have something to add, minus like a week or two. So, I got my Peloton.
That's dope.
Yeah. I'm on a 5-day streak. Uh, my legs are fucking killing me,
Oh, I bet.
but in the best way possible. Yeah, it's super fun. It's like I was talking to Shawnee D about it, and I was telling him it's like you ever play a video game that's like difficult and challenging, but not so difficult that it turns you off?
You keep playing because you want to beat it and you want to get better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how the Peloton feels.
that's dope.
It's like it's challenging, but not like overwhelmingly challenging that you're like, nah, I fuck this, I can't do it. And then there's
That,
like a leaderboard too that like you could see your stats from every single ride. You there's like a live leaderboard for every ride, so you can like compete with strangers.
that's
Um,
dope.
yeah, you could turn the resistance up. Like it's cool.
That's dope.
Yeah. Um, Besides that, Mr. Banks uh, has been sick the last few days. Had a fever, so that's always
Oh,
fun. So he's like super whiny. Like, you ever see those videos of those kids that just like fall to the ground and just start crying over nothing?
yep.
Yeah, that's been him for the last 3 days.
Understandably so with a fever for
Yeah.
3 days.
Yep. We brought him to the doctor thinking like, oh, maybe it's COVID, but it wasn't COVID, so that's all good. But they're just like, he might just have a virus that's just like shaking his system, giving him a fever. But he's acting normal like with everything else.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
No, hopefully he gets better soon.
Yeah. And then I finally got my fencing to work on my fence in my backyard and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think it's next weekend we're doing it in person, right?
I think so.
I don't know if I'll have the fence up by next weekend, but
I think next Sunday. Hold on, let me look. Let me check.
all right, all right. All right.
I'm pretty sure though. Um, what's today?
Today is
The 30th, right?
something like that.
Close to it. Yeah. Next week is our meet and greet, our
Oh.
in person, our side by side.
First ever side by side podcast. Yeah. I'm depending on how the week goes, I might have it up.
All right, no doubt.
Yeah, or close to it.
Does that mean that we get to see pictures?
Maybe.
Ooh,
There's a
I'm
lot of work.
excited.
There's a lot of work to do, but
I'm
yeah.
excited to see
Besides
it.
that, I'm just fucking exhausted.
I hear that.
Yeah.
I think the entire week I got a grand total of 10 hours of sleep all week.
Uh, I'm not that bad, but just having the kid just have the fever and his sleep schedule is like not happening right now. So,
Yeah.
and then when he wakes up, he's screaming, and then he just wants to be like comforted, and then he ends up sleeping in our bed, and it's just this big mess. And then we can't sleep because he's like just all over the place and just moving all over the place. And you're like, oh my god.
Just lay down. Yeah, I
So
hear you.
so what are you drinking? I got
What is that?
Voodoo Ranger
Ooh.
Imperial IPA.
Ooh. I have some G2 blue Gatorade. And seeing as how it's Memorial Day weekend, I figured I'd bust out the red, white, and berry Smirnoff.
Okay.
This is fantastic with Gatorade. I can probably have 2 cups by the end of the news and our regular segment.
Very
Maybe
nice.
3. I might run out of Gatorade though. It's not really a big bottle of Gatorade, so
Mm.
looks like we're going straight.
So, for everyone out there, have you guys heard last week's episode?
Ooh, did you?
We that was our crypto roundup number 2. So, with that being said, we went into a pretty long deep dive about that. So, I'm not gonna really go into too much about the crypto this week. So, I'm just gonna touch on it very quickly. Crypto Rob here. The market is still down. It recovered a little bit. It's kind of playing this game of like, is it, won't it, will it, won't it? Um, I'm continuously buying the dip because I have the long term vision and I think long term will be okay. So I just keep buying the dip. So right now, let's see. As of right now, let's talk about it. We got Bitcoin's price is $34,553. As quickly as that, it just went to $33,919.85.
I haven't seen it that low. Yes, guys, you've heard me right. That low in a very long time.
We got Dogecoin at 29 cents. We have Cardano at $1.37. That's pretty damn good. Ethereum is at 2,200. So, yeah. Polkadot, that was like $48. Is currently at 18. Like Chainlink was almost, yeah, it was that high at 24. Polygon, we talked about that last week. It's $1.50 right now. Yeah, if you are into it, there's a lot of good deals out there right now.
I would just like to add, um, just because last week's episode was so amazing, the honorable, the most respected, the most diligent coin of the crypto market, Cum Rocket,
Oh my god.
is at 0.0291. In case anybody was wondering.
It was at 0.4, 0.04. It's gone
Yep,
down.
it dropped a little bit.
Damn
Maybe they
cum
heard
rocket.
us. Maybe, they knew we were laughing. Cum Rocket's taking a drop. Just saying.
Yeah, it's not really rocketing off.
It's not blasting,
It's
so
not
to speak.
blasting. It's not blasting at all. All right, jump into it. Jump into it.
So, Spider-Man No Way Home is coming out. We all know that it's pretty much going to be a multiverse of Spider-Man and villains. And it was announced that William Dafoe's Green Goblin will be the main villain of Spider-Man's No Way Home. I'm very interested to see how they do that because the last time I checked, he's dead.
Well, technically, so is Dr. Octopus. And Electro.
Technically,
And
are they dead?
I haven't seen those movies in a while, but I know. Yeah, possibly.
I know, cause I remember for a fact, Green Goblin died because his son took over
Uh,
as Hobgoblin,
yes.
and he took over because he was hearing the voices of his dad, who had passed away because Spider-Man killed him.
Well, you got to think it's a whole like multiverse thing. It could just be a different version or a different timeline before he died or whatever.
Oh, true.
So, okay, real quick. I think I've mentioned this before, but have you ever seen the episode of How I Met Your Mother when they go to that fancy dinner party
Yes.
and Marshall's like, William Defoe. Whenever I hear his name, that's the first thing that comes to my head.
That's how you
Every
have to
single
say
time.
it. William Defoe.
Defoe. Yeah, no, I think that's gonna be cool because they've officially said Green Goblin,
Yep.
Doc Ock,
Yep.
Electro.
Yep.
Um, Apparently Emma Stone said that she is not in the movie, even though they confirmed her for the movie. Did you see that?
I wonder how they'll do that.
Or maybe they just didn't, and they're just saying things like that to throw people off.
That's pretty shitty and interesting at the same time.
Well, everyone's talking about who's going to be in it, who's not going to be in it, and they could just be like, all right, we're just going to confuse the fans and just start confirming people that were in previous movies.
I mean, it would be cool to see her, because then she would come back as
Gwen Stacy.
yes,
But then she
Spider-Gwen.
died. She died too.
Spider-Gwen.
Yep. But then now my question is or did you see that? So the MJ from this Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man, is in it. Then the MJ from Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is in it.
That's awesome.
And then they're saying that Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy's in it.
That's awesome.
So this movie's gonna be huge.
Well, so the Gwen Stacy movie, that Spider-Man did meet MJ, didn't he? Eventually? Or no?
No. Gwen
Okay.
Stacy was the one and only like love that he had.
So this will be interesting. So maybe you are right. Maybe they are doing like a multiverse type deal.
Here's a theory though. So you know how at the end of the last Spider-Man movie, spoiler alert, it's been like 2 years. Mysterio kind of does that whole thing that like, oh, Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I think because it's the multiverse kind of thing, I think that the way to get out of that is because the other two Spider-Mans are going to be in it. They can show Peter Parker not in the Spider-Man outfit at like school, and then have one of the other Spider-Man swing by and land
Oh, okay.
to be like, see, I'm not Spider-Man. This is Spider-Man.
I can see them doing that.
Yeah. And then that kind of like negates all that nonsense.
I mean, I was kind of hyped to see where that would lead to, though.
But they do that in the comic books, and then that's when all the villains go after Aunt May and Mary Jane and all that other stuff.
True.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
All right, keep it moving.
So this next one, this must be like the Walking Dead version of our news topic, because Aaron Taylor Johnson is now playing Kraven the Hunter in his own solo movie. So Kraven the Hunter is a Spider-Man villain, and apparently it's going to start off the next phase in Sony's Marvel contract. Phase 2, I guess. So I'm wondering if that's why Venom is not in. Oh no, because you said Venom's not in this next Spider-Man, right? Or Spider-Man's not in the next Venom.
They said that Venom is not in the MCU.
But Spider-Man technically.
Is.
Oh wait, no, yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
So, I guess Craven will be on the same playing field as Venom.
But again, multiverse nonsense with Spider-Man is that they could Venom. I think comes out before Spider-Man. So if Venom, let's just say, does well, then they can keep it as solo. If it doesn't do that well, it needs a Spider-Man pick-me-up. They can always say that the Venom was introduced into the MCU through the multiverse nonsense.
Oh, which is probably what they'll do.
Yeah. So that's an easy way to be like, oh, you know what? We don't want this character in here. Multiverse.
Let's remove him.
Multiverse.
What is kind of cool about this, too, is I think this is the first actor to play two roles in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because he was Quicksilver in the Avengers.
Well, he'll. I mean, technically, he is an actor to play two characters under the Marvel name.
Yeah.
Which he is not the first.
No?
Chris Evans.
Captain.
He played Captain America.
Oh, that's right.
And Johnny Storm.
Forgot about that. What was that Fantastic Four part of the MCU?
Neither is Craven, though.
Oh, it's Sony's MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So it's not the MCU. I think there's actually another actor that did the same thing too, but I cannot remember who it was. I think there's 2 or 3 actors that played multiple roles under the Marvel umbrella.
Well, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to see it. Craven's gonna be an awesome character, so I'm shocked that they're doing a standalone with a villain, but
I mean, technically they did that with Venom.
Yeah,
He's more of
that's
a
true.
villain than a hero, but he's more of like a kind of like Deadpool. Like he plays both sides depending.
Well, he's a hero now, sort of.
Yeah, but in the comics, he goes to whoever's paying him more.
I also resaw the trailer and laughed my ass off when he was like, "What? You don't have cookies? Shall I eat her?"
Yeah, that's funny. All right, so let's go into sports and wrestling.
Do it.
Did you see there was more WWE NXT releases? The biggest one would be Tom Phillips.
Yeah, I was shocked.
So this dude got booted from Raw to get replaced with an announcer who only lasted a month, who came to a mutual agreement to quit. Tom Phillips would have been a great just throw him back in there, but they let him go and they hired some UFC MMA guy, Bellator guy. But Tom Phillips has been with the company for like 11 years, and he was actually a pretty good announcer.
I think it might have been longer than that, right? Because he was there before the network even started.
At least a decade.
Yeah.
So here's another thing. WWE and New Japan Wrestling are discussing like a deal where they could share talent.
I'm so excited about that.
Give me your opinion, because I have others.
I would love to see. First off, the fact that the forbidden door is being opened, and now talent is getting a chance to work with other talent. I think it's awesome because there's a lot of wrestling fans out there who have a lot of dream matches that they want to see happen, and WWE for the longest, it was just them. It wasn't any outside guys. Now you might get the chance to see New Japan guys wrestle WWE guys. The style is going to be different. The style is going to be new. It's going to be fresh. It's a win-win for the fans.
Okay, here's my opinion.
I'm scared.
I think that the talks is bullshit.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. I think it's all a lie because New Japan's already working with Impact. New Japan's already working with AEW. I'm pretty sure he's already Ring of Honor.
Why not work with WWE?
No, but WWE's not the company that goes, hey, if you work with us, you can work with other people. So now it's like, to me, I don't think it's true. And the reason why I don't think it's true is, did you see the promo that Tony Khan cut on Nick Khan? Dude, Tony Khan, it didn't seem like a work, like a work promo. It seemed like a shoot promo. He's like, I'm the only Khan in the wrestling business. And he goes, oh, how convenient that you guys have been talking to New Japan for months, even though I'm the one that opened the forbidden door. I'm the one that's had the IWGP North American Championship, or the U.S. Championship, defended on my show. I'm the one that's bringing Kenta. I'm brought in Rocky Romero. I've done blah, 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 blah. And he was like, and I've been talking to New Japan, and we're already working out details to have another United States Championship match on AEW. And I was like, damn, because you know that they already have contact, they already have a relationship. So I think the Nick Khan saying about New Japan was all just like it was just like to fuck with them.
Probably.
Yeah.
Could have been. I mean, for me, like I said, I'd love to see those matches.
I mean, yeah, I would like to see those matches. I just think it's bullshit. I don't think that's true. Because one, Kenny, the Bucks, Moxley, Jericho, they all have like hardcore relationships with the owners of New Japan.
True.
All of them have they all wrestled there. I mean, Kenny, Bucks, they wrestled there for 10 plus years.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they made New Japan more money than anybody. And then you got Jericho, who got more U.S. eyes on the product. You got Moxley, who's bringing U.S. eyes to the product. I think it's just just talking to talk.
Maybe it's a different route though. Like, maybe they are saying like, hey, we just want a working relationship. You guys do what you do, but then you also have us when we want. And then everybody works together. That would be
really cool. That would be really cool. Unlikely, but I think that would be really cool.
You never know.
Yeah. Okay.
Could you imagine that?
That would be pretty fucking sick.
Could you imagine that?
Imagine if they did, champion of each company in a fatal four or a triple threat. Omega,
Dope.
Lashley, Omega, Roman, and whoever becomes the IWGP heavyweight. Okada. Okada, Roman, and Omega in a triple threat.
Think of Sling Blade versus Seth Rollins.
Oh, Ospreay?
Huh?
Ospreay you're talking about?
No, Jay Blade.
Oh, Switchblade, yeah. Ospreay's out. They're saying he might be out for possibly good. He might be done.
His neck, right?
Yeah, they're saying he might be done.
That sucks.
Yeah. I guess he posted something saying he's not doing good at all. So.
That sucks.
Yeah. All right. So one thing I want to touch on is this Friday, I am going to my first Yankee game.
Say what?
Since being a father.
Ooh.
Talk about it. Weird, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't even think that. You wouldn't even think it's been that long.
Wait a second. Time out. Pause. The last time you went to a Yankee game.
Yeah.
When we all went?
Was for my birthday. When Taylor was 8 months pregnant.
That's crazy.
Think about it. He was born and then pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is my first Yankee game this Friday. Boston Red Sox versus the New York Yankees, and I am fucking pumped. There is a chance, if I don't get too drunk, and I remember, I'll do a quick take YouTube video
Do it.
for our YouTube channel, and I'll go, the Yankees won, oh my god, this is Rob from the Disaster Party Podcast.
You should do it sober and or drunk.
Or maybe I'll do one in the beginning, the middle, and the end, and just see how progressively drunker I get.
I dig that.
Yeah.
I dig that.
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay, questions, office.
One episode.
Okay, passport.
No.
Okay. And I still need to go fucking watch Army of Dead.
It was good.
I know.
I liked it.
I can't wait to watch it.
The ending pissed me off, but I liked it.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of things saying the ending explained, the ending explained, the ending explained, and I'm like, I don't want to look at that yet.
See, I haven't read that, but now I need to because I have a theory on the ending.
Okay.
But,
Yeah. All right, so thank you everyone for making it this far. As always, remember to like, share, rate, review, comment, and subscribe to all of our social media platforms. And tune in tomorrow as we do our weekly episode with
Thumb. I can't wait. One of my good friends, good brothers, the Maharaj. Now, let me stop. Actually, he did love that. He was excited when he heard that, when he saw it up on the TikTok and the Instagram and the YouTube. So make sure you're following that so you can catch all the funniness. And I can't wait. He's going to talk about his streaming. He's going to talk about his team. He's going to talk about how he got to where he got. Well, Daddy, I can't wait. Big Thumb is coming to the Disaster Party Podcast.
All right, well, this is Rob Cedeno
with Andy Vivians.
And we are out. Bye. Bye.